see. Let's see how this holds up. Up. I don't want to go out and get that fucking tripod. That's not gonna work either. Who is here? I don't want to go out and get my tripod. Hey, Phil. Hey, I meant to tell you, I hope you had fun when you came Friday, because I know that you were on the phone and stuff, and then by the time we got done, by the time you got on the phone, we were all I was pretty incapacitated by the time you got done on the phone. So was that something happened? Oh, sorry guys, sorry. So I just kind of just wanted to do a quick announcement, because problem is, I got to get that so I can, there we go, I can see. Make sure that I've not all jiggly and shit. So yesterday I shot a video and posted it. My tripod, the new tripod's outside. So I posted the video and it's gonna premiere today at 1. And so I've gotten a bunch of messages, text messages and stuff about like, hey, it's in my feed, but I can't watch it. I shot it yesterday, I edited it yesterday, I posted it yesterday, but it goes live. It premieres at 1. So, and then I'm gonna shoot a video today, because I'm gonna sharpen this, and we're gonna look at sharpening a pretty deep radius recurve. A lot of times you guys have seen me do recurves. They haven't been as dramatic as this is, because I really like this knife. It's not going anywhere. I mean, one of y'all could talk me out of it with the edge and then possibly anodizing if you're willing to pay for the knife and the work. It's possible. It's possible. It's not like this, where this is never, ever, ever going anywhere. I mean, if I had to, like the house was up, like if we weren't gonna be able to make house payments and stuff, I would look at that, but I really don't think this is gonna go anywhere. But I wanted to mention something while I had some of you guys here. If you ever get a knife that feels like the lock is slipping a little bit, try tightening your pivot. This was doing it, I was like, oh fuck. What happens is it gets your lock interface point out of alignment a little bit, and it allows that lock to slide a little bit. So if you're ever having problems with that before you just flip out, try tightening your pivot just a little bit. Make sure your pivot hasn't walked out. I did not Loctite this, and it had walked out significantly. Like I could thumb spin the pivot. So every once in a while, that's something you might want to check. Is there any chat? Oh, I forgot to turn on chat. There we go. Oh, it was a good time. Okay, cool. Now I see everybody. Matthias, good morning. Chris, good morning. Phil, I'm glad you had fun. I was worried. I didn't want you to, come all the way down here and then not have a good time. There we go. Yeah, I still didn't Loctite it. I can't find my Loctite. So I'm getting ready to do some stuff. I did some customer interaction. I think I just got, what's up, Robert? Hey, I've seen that you called. I got like some text to the house phone. I have not had time to contact anyone. I did see your texts. I apologize. I'm trying to get so many things going on. I've talked to other people, other companies. I've got 2 knife designs that I'm trying to get out. The Loctite that Dad had is not the Loctite I want to use on small screws on a knife. Basically it's the stuff Dad had was like JB Weld. I want to be able to apply a little bit of heat and still be able to remove those screws. I got the cat high by accident, guys. I get the cat stoned. I just sent my sister a picture of it. It happened. This is not the first time it happened. I spilled a little bit of weed on the ground and she ate some. No, the dog I get high on purpose. The cat's my little buddy. I don't want to do that. The dog is just funny because she loves it and then she's just retarded. But yeah, so that's one of the things that can happen, especially on knives that like the tolerances are so particular that when things get slightly out of alignment, you run into a problem. But like I said, I think I got my first message through the website on Google, through my Google posting. I am going to shoot the video of this. You guys will see the video. I'm going to try to be in there for it on the live feed, on the live chat. If not, I'll do it from my phone. But what I'm going to do is be in there for that. It goes live 1 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to have one more cup of coffee. Basically, this is my cup of coffee. David, if you're watching, is the coffee you sent me, and it is fucking amazing. So you guys that don't know, I have a customer named David from up around San Francisco. Actually, his family's up around San Francisco. He's from like Irvine, Oakland, Irvine, California area. And so he sent me a bunch of coffee. Hang on, I'll show you. So he's like, hey, I feel bad that Arius was such pain. So he sent me 1, 2, 3 things of gourmet coffee from a place called Phil's in San Francisco. This stuff is really good. So, and if any of you guys have been trying to, I got notification from a couple people that they tried to donate to the GoFundMe, and the link did not work, and it's because it's my fault. When I set up the GoFundMe to go home and see my dad a couple years ago, I just piggybacked on that on my account. Well, the problem is that my banking information has changed. The stuff it was associated with doesn't exist anymore. I had to close that account because my card got hacked and all that stuff. And so I closed that account and basically reopened a new account under the same name. It just transferred everything over. And so that account doesn't exist, and they're telling me I have to fix that. So that's one of the things on my agenda for this morning, as soon as I put on socks. Because the floor's cold. Gotta put on socks for my signature socks and sandals look that you guys love in my videos. It was so bad yesterday. The mosquitoes just were fucking chewing me up. And I was out. If you guys watched, oh, you haven't watched it. That's right. I just told you the video's going on. I was out there for a good bit of time. I did a tip repair on one of Matthew's knives. And then I sharpened a Bally for him, which I now have to agree with him. I think that's a fundamentally bad idea for me to sharpen a Bally. So he had knocked the entire tip off of this Cuda, and so I did a full tip repair and sharpening, and I basically it's like a what was I saying? It basically didn't have a tip. I reestablished a tip and sharpened it, and hopefully it's back the way it was. But this is one of those ones. There's a lot of innuendo in that video. This is one of those ones that I had in my video about knives with odd deployment methods. This one has a track that's cut in it, has a thumb plate that you put your thumb on, just the tip. Yep, she knows. She knows. So it has it rides in that track, and you just push, and it actually, now that it's all cleaned up and we oiled it and everything, it's actually a pretty cool deployment. It's fast. I mean, it snaps open, but I don't know if they even make these anymore. It's called a Cuda. Never seen it before. I'm gonna try and look it up. So I sharpened that. I had a box of stuff come in from another customer, but I sharpened this, which, okay, this is not sharp. However, this is. And I'm like, dude, there's no way to see where the sharp one is. You just have to know. And if you don't know, there's a good chance you're gonna have to go to hospital because it's got my edge on it. I don't like this. I think it's a bad idea. Anyone ever have multiple orders on Blade HQ come all at the same time? Ouch, it's gonna be. Lost it. Cancel that. Pre-orders, it's gonna sting like the old CC statement. I'm gonna do a video about this. This is the Wii Wasabi. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good warning. Oops, missed the flipper tab. I'm a sucker for a good warning. I don't know. This one is the pinnacle. Well, I've got one sock on. So, I'm not gonna lie though, this is pretty comfortable. I don't necessarily like the handle. It's not that I don't like that. It's too light. This is too light. I'm gonna talk about that. There's a Goldilocks zone for what feels good in hand and what doesn't. And I noticed that at a knife show, there was a few knives that were at the Portland show. I didn't get a video of them. I may have, but they were so light. Hey, what's up, Mick? They were so light that they just felt cheap. And I know they weren't. I know that it has 100% to do with the milling, but this is skeletonized out so heavily that it's almost like it's not there, and it doesn't feel substantial. It feels cheap. I heard a comedian say, it's like when you take the batteries out of something, and the batteries is what, it's just like, oh, this is a piece of shit. This is a piece of shit. The only thing that made it feel like anything was the batteries. Take the batteries out of your remote and then tell me it doesn't feel like a piece of crap. Marla, I mentioned you in a video. I love that strop. I love that strop. I have used it so much. It's perfect for just knocking the burr off right after sharpening, and especially really good for knives like this with that radiused edge. Thank you for that strop, Marla. I don't know. I don't know if it's because this is still a good bit heavier. Heavier. Yeah, it's significantly light. It just doesn't feel right. It feels plasticky and cheap, right? It just feels like I think Chris said it best. He's like, you know what? It's to feel even and equal. Yeah. These are about this. So my wife's phone, same model of phone, my wife's old phone, which is my daughter's phone now, and this are about the same weight. And so that's a weight that you're used to. And so if you had yeah, these are about the same weight. So when I have my phone in my pocket, my wallet in my pocket, you don't feel off balance. Even that little bit can feel off balance. I have not. You talking about the guy in Europe? I mean, I'll ask him. I think it was Charles Anderson. I'm pretty sure he got him. I mean, he would have said something. He would have told me if he didn't get him. Guys, you want to see something I found? You're not really going to be able to see it. I found my 5-year federal service pin from when I worked for the government. 5 years of your life, and they give you this shitty little pin and a fucking piece of paper. So glad I don't work there anymore. I did that job for 6 years. So, yeah, guys, I'm just waiting. It's still only about 45 degrees outside. When it gets around 50, I'm gonna head out and start sharpening and shooting video. I have 2 knives left to do for a customer. In one package, I have a couple more knives that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Charles Anderson in Sweden. That memory of mine, I'm pretty sure of it. So I have to ship these off to Robert in Canada. I spilled something on it. I just keep forgetting. This guy's gonna roar again. It's just about 50 right now. So I'm gonna head out there. Robert, these are here. I still keep, these are Robert's knives I made for him that I just keep. Every time I go to I need to just do it. These are the ones I made for him, and then he wanted to be able to have the ability to carry them on a belt So I asked Matt, and he was able to just kind of modify the sheath a little bit and put a clip on it. So he can take this off if he wants. He got 2 of them. So this one was the fancy one with the snakeskin pattern I wanted to do, red and black snakeskin. And so, oh God, these are so sharp. Dangerous, dangerous. Oh fuck, so sharp. A good 0 chisel grind will get sharp. So he got that one, and then he got one, because Robert is Native American, I thought it would be cool to do one that looked more like flint, or napped obsidian. And so what I did was I just left it all black, and I did the pattern on it, and I thought that would be something cool, because now it looks more like, almost like an arrowhead or napped obsidian. So I did the whole pattern on the entire knife. I'm not gonna lie, it makes them a challenge to get sharp, because you have to take that material off the edge. I don't like doing them too much. That's why I charge extra. So I have a few of these left if anybody's interested in them. These come in handy, and especially now that I know Matt can do this, where you can wear them on a belt, so you have a little knife available. But I like them. Mine is in a couch somewhere, I'm pretty sure of it. Mine I always wear on my neck, because then I've got just a little neck knife that is, and the reason I decided to do a chisel grind on these was it's easier to maintain. If you're out in the woods and you've got a square block of wood and a piece of sandpaper, and you happen to need to touch this up, you could do it if you're careful. So, sorry about that. Since it's been raining, everything is in pollen mode. There's like a layer of fucking yellow pollen on everything everything outside, and I don't get enough of it. Yes, everything is blooming because we haven't had any rain. I mean, we had enough rain in the last month that we are now out of the drought. That should tell you something. Hang on a second, guys. So, hey guys, well, it's been like 18 minutes. I need to actually get started doing some stuff and change out my water, get some stuff prepped. I thought I was getting sick again, and but I noticed that didn't have any aches and pains, and I didn't have any fever or anything like I had. No, I forgot to take my vitamins. And oh shit. And so I got to looking at it and I was like, holy shit, it's the pine trees, the green pollen from the pine trees. It's just, there's like a dusting of it on fucking everything. And when the wind blows, you can just see it blow out of the fucking tree like a cloud. Jesus, I'm gonna have to take my allergy medicine. So, all right, guys. Well, that's pretty much the end of this. I gotta take my medicine and my vitamins. Oh yeah. So what my sister's talking about is when my mom, before my dad passed, they had a fifth wheel on a slot. What do I charge for heat treating a knife? It depends on the steel and how busy I am. Well, whatever the fuck they are. It's fucking everywhere. Tell you what, Marla, my email is in the, I got the thing. My email's in the bottom below on all my videos. Shoot me an email. I need to know a couple things about it. I need to know how thick it is. I need to know if they did any pre-heat treat grind. I need to know the length and what they want as far as, do they want me to take it to the maximum capacity capability of that steel where it's going to be really hard to grind, or do they want me to leave it something that's a little easier to grind, probably easier to sharpen? So I'm going to need some info on that, because the entire thing depends on what they want. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to do some research on proper heat treat for that and stuff like that. I mean, and I gotta see if it's, I don't remember if W1 is a steel where I can, I don't know if that's a steel where I can do the soak like we do with the double heat. Basically, it's a double hardening process. Instead of just tempering, it's a secondary hardening process. I don't know if that's a steel that'll take that, or if it's just going to be a heat, quench, temper for an hour or 4 hours or whatever. So different steels, you can do it different. I just noticed that scar that I thought was gone is still real visible. I wonder if this one is. Let's see it in the light. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been in some bar fights. I ain't gonna lie, I've had this shit kicked out of me a few times. It happens. It happens. I broke this order. Yeah, I can do it for you. I can do it for you. I think the last time I did one was right about 100 or 150 bucks for the heat treat, especially if I'm doing a single piece. So that means I've got to basically, I mean, the last guy sent me several items, so I didn't have to do. Oh, True. Did you get your tops? I'm starting to get worried. Did you get your tops? Because you were saying you were afraid that Brandon was going to get, Troop was going to get the tops and you were going to get the great big folding knife. Please tell me it's there. It should already be there. If not, we'll have to figure something out and track it. I like coffee that leaves a stain on the cup the second you pour it. Huh, okay, so we get done off of here, shoot me a text and I'll get back with you on that. I need your city and state. Was it Enterprise, Alabama? Or was it Mission Viejo? Because it went out on the 7th. Mountain View, California. Is it this one? I don't know. I've got to find it. Pretty sure it's, I know it's here. I don't see, that's true. That had to have been when it went out. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. This can be so inconsistent doing heat treat that way. All right, guys, I gotta get off of here. True, get on here with me. We could probably do a claim because I don't know. I might have written down the wrong fucking address. I don't think I did. Pretty sure I didn't. So, Mission Viejo, Enterprise, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Miami, Florida. I hope they didn't screw this up. What's your zip code, True? That was that one. Is yours still, yours might be sitting here. Yours might be that box that got set aside that my wife moved. I'll check. It might not have gotten shipped because Mission Viejo, I know where that went. That was the one that went to oh. Yeah, I'm dyslexic, I know. I have sex daily. No, I don't. I have dyslexia. All right, guys, let me get off of here. I will holler at y'all later. True, get with me. I'll get that figured out. Worst case scenario, we'll... Fuck, I have to do another one. Jesus Christ. I hate when stuff like this happens. I've got to get Dyslexics Unite. I have Lysdexia. I mean, I have dyslexia. Hawked on Phoenix worked for me. All right, guys, I will talk to you all later. Take it easy.